Did you know that only 1% of you guys are actually subscribed to this channel? If you would like to see more amazing content, hit a like and subscribe so you don't miss out. Hope you enjoyed the video and I'll see you guys in the next one. What is going on, everyone? It's your boy Krennic here and welcome officially to the Escalation of Freedom update. A lot of things we're gonna go through today, beginning with difficulty level 10 Super Hell Dive. Difficulty, a really good update from developers at Arrowhead here, as level 10 introduces us to some very big new features such as new outposts, new enemy types. We're gonna go through as much as we can in this video. We probably won't be able to cover it because there is so much going on, so hop on Helldivers right now as we have a new number of players that are either new to the game or are rejoining after a very long time. So that's really good news, starting with new mission objectives, which are absolutely great. New missions, sadly they are only secondary missions instead of primary, which is a little bit of a shame, but they still bring that new element of surprise onto the battlefield, including some rewards such as samples. We recently had a developer pre-recorded stream as well, which gave you a new skin, which you can see right here as well. It looks absolutely fantastic. We have new bugs and bots. Some of them are just standard new additions into the game, and some others are absolutely amazing, such as the new Impaler, which you can also see on the screen right now. First time I took this guy on, it really felt like a mini boss fight, which was great. The features of the Impaler are fantastic. They are bringing another level of difficulty and strategy into the game, which is again absolutely amazing. We have a new swamp world, which you can see the footage right here. Looks phenomenal, and we actually have a major order associated with it. On top of that, we have some new crash fixes, some balance work, social menu fixes, which a lot of people have been waiting for, and some more weapon balance changes, which we are gonna go through right now. Starting with SG8S Slugger, we have increased stagger force, increased spread, and increased drag. So Slugger might be a little bit more effective against automatons in my opinion. I feel like Stagger plays a really big part when it comes to Devastators in particular. Those nasty heavy Devastators as well with their shields. Hopefully we are gonna see some more impact against automatons in particular. One change that I am not exactly happy with is our almighty breaker Incendiary, which used to be a number one weapon against the bugs, and sadly its magazine's capacity has been decreased from 6 to 4. And personally, I would strongly recommend for someone in your team to start carrying a supply pack if one or more of your teammates are using breaker Incendiary, only because it's still a very effective weapon against the bugs. But because we use that weapons at such a high fire rate, I feel like we're gonna need some sort of replenishment in order to keep this firepower going. Grenade Pistol has received a little bit of a buff and a nerf at the same time, as its decreased ammo capacity went from 8 to 6, but also increased number of rounds has been replenished from the box from 2 to 4. So I feel like this is a little bit of a compensation for the fact that we have 2 bullets less in that pistol. Moving on, we have Exploding Crossbow, which is now one-handed, so the only thing I can think of is the fact that it is gonna be better when using a ballistic shield, which also received some sort of fixes in this update as well. Guard Dog, the number of magazine has been increased from 6 to 8, and in addition, every single time you pick up an ammo box, ammo inside the guard's dog is also gonna replenish, which is really good. Orbital Walking Barrage has increased on the number of salvos from 3 to 5, and its movement speed is decreased by 40%. Again, not the stratagem I use myself quite a lot, but hopefully it will have some positive change on the rest of you guys. And finally, Orbital 120mm Barrage has decreased cooldown from 240 seconds to 180. That is a whole minute, which I think is pretty big, and that will encourage me to use this barrage even more, as I know, especially when you're trying to hold a certain area such as an automaton factory or a bug nest, I feel like this might be a little bit more effective and therefore used more by the player base. Personally, I am gonna reach out for the stratagem a little bit more. I wouldn't use it as some of the primary stratagems such as 500k bomb. Not gonna use it as often, but I am definitely gonna use it a little bit more. Different mission modifiers, we know they added a modifier called Poor Intel, and there is also an Acid Storm modifier, which means you deal more damage, but you also take more damage. So it's sort of a risk versus reward kind of thing, which is something that I am not excited, but I'm kind of looking forward to it. New Scout Striders, new tanks, which I really look forward to see in action. I want to see how powerful they are. I had a chance to go against new Alpha Commanders, and I'm not gonna lie to you, these guys are tough. These guys' armor are a lot tougher than you would think, and the same thing comes for their Scout Strider as well. I love that Arrowhead finally decided to make some of the opponents a little bit more difficult, because at this point, whenever we saw difficult enemy, we used to just pull out a spear, or we used to pull out a very heavy stratagem such as 500k bomb, orbital precision strike. I love the fact that those stratagems are not as effective against some of the heavy units, which makes the gameplay more difficult, but at the same time a lot more interesting. And on top of that, we have different weapon and stratagem fixes. We have new fixes, including the social menu that people have been waiting for a long time. And on top of that, we have some new weapon fixes. The full list of fixes along with patch notes is on Helldiver's official Steam page. Really excited to see what the new difficulty is going to bring us. But that's gonna be it from me, guys. I am gonna hop on and I am gonna enjoy new content that has just been added into the game. So I hope to see you guys soon. I'm Krennic, and I'll see you on the battlefield.